Welcome back. It's been a minute. Like, I've been gone for about 2 months, but I'm back. Okay, back with a lot of information, a lot of downloads that I'm ready to release. But how you been before we get started? How you been? How you been feeling? What you been, experiencing? Let me know. Comment below or DM me. I'm like always open to talk. So you can always hit me up. But let me know how you been. It's just a beautiful day today. It's just all smiles, all love, all gratitude. But yeah, let me put this incense over here. That was a lot. But so the last couple of months has been a lot. Let me tell you, I done lived like 13 lifetimes. I'm not gonna lie, in just 2 months. Like how you do that? But I definitely did learn a lot, and it's been a beautiful journey, and I'm here to share that today. So I had to make a chart. Okay, I know you see a little tripod thing. That's kind of cool, but I had to make a chart to just summarize the channel messages and downloads that I get. You don't know, you know now. I love tarot. Tarot is a great divination tool to like access your inner soul, understand yourself more, and tap into, the external, the energies, the ecosystem, really channel in messages for those who have that portal. And it's been nothing but beautiful and a great experience with that as well. And it's taught me so much. So I utilized that to create this energy signature chart. I'll go on in depth in another video about what energy signature charts are for me and how I utilize them. But today's video is going to be about exploring the concept of ego death. And over the past few months, I've experienced several. It's been really overwhelming. And I know like when we hear ego death, we think of like shrooms and DMT and things of that nature, which is true. You do experience it on that journey, but really in our day-to-day lives, we experience ego deaths through hard truths that we face or trauma that we've been experiencing or things of that nature. So it's for everybody. Everybody get it. You get what I'm saying? But it's just summing it up, in a sense, is what I'll be doing today, and guiding you through the process and what I've experienced through exploring this concept from a more observant space. Because I mean, you really have to, like, when your ego die, what's left? Self. Like, you observing. So it's like from a real grounded space. So off the rip, we have breaking the glass seal, returning back to self, which is a reflection of enlightenment / pure consciousness. That's what an ego death is about. It's about allowing and releasing the ego. It's a process where we stop identifying with all the experiences we claim as our story or our truth. We give into the fact that we're energy possessing a vessel, while being, we allow all attachments to dissolve away. So that's a real big thing, because a lot of things that I see on social media a lot of the times is everybody is projecting their trauma or sitting in their trauma, and especially around childhood trauma. And that's a big thing for me, because one day I will get on here and tell my story, but today's not that day. But it was very rough and very hard for me as well. So I do empathize, and I understand where everybody's coming from with that. And we deserve to speak on our truth. I do feel for you on that. But at some point, the older we get, the more that we cling and hold on to that, the more we live in it. We live in the past, and we revisit it on a daily basis, and it becomes our identity. It becomes our reality. And so we start to attract more people and situations that validate that reality that we still live in within our minds. And a lot of the times we start spiraling downhill until it gets bad, real bad, to the point where, we sell a piece of our soul, we sell aspects of ourselves, and we give up on our authentic nature and our purpose in which we came down here to show and experience with other people. So yes, it's getting rid of all those identities, those stories that we tell ourselves, and just coming back to true self and realizing we are energy possessing a vessel. Moving forward, ego death can also be referred to as detachment as well, because we're no longer clinging to what we normally attach to, what is normally comforting for us, our identity, how we perceive ourselves. We're releasing from that. And that can be very scary. Detachment can be very scary because we live in a world, in a society where clinging and holding on to things is like more praise than letting go and moving forward truly and authentically, not in an egoic space, because a lot of the times people think they're detaching or they're moving forward, but it's really off of ego. You're really still clinging to it and really still identifying with it. So moving forward, that is what an ego death is. And a lot of the times it's so like overwhelming. It could feel like the end of the world, or like 10 of swords, 10 of wands, like hitting rock bottom in a sense. But that's all perception. It's not necessarily that, because you just released so much weight, so much baggage, so much attachment. You're free again. You're a free spirit. You don't have to worry and stress about anything, because nothing is attached to your true energy or to your true soul. So it's a true, beautiful experience. And I had to pull some cards on like, how can we change our perspective surrounding it? How can we experience this on a more lighter note instead of it always having to be so low vibrational? And the two cards that they gave me was surrender and gratitude. I talk about gratitude all the time, but let me tell you, gratitude is what's going to get you through it all. But we're going to start off with surrender, because surrender is step one. Surrender says, I can release my need for control. You have the power of internal control. Over people and situations, you have very little power externally. Every soul has its own unique path, and it's not your job to dictate it. Remember, this is a process. From time to time, your ego will rise and demand things should be this way. Release control and embody surrender. Ego wants things to be a certain way, wants things to play out as expected. And that's not necessarily always the case, because we're souls, spirits in co-creation with the universe and the ecosystem. It's never just an I thing unless we're in our own souls, in our own bodies, dealing with our own emotions, our own thoughts. But when it comes to anything outside, externally, in our realities, we're always in co-creation. For real, for real. You do your part, you do your inner work. You embody that gratitude, that good energy. You release attachments, identities, people, places, and things that no longer resonate with you. You'll soon start to get to where it is that you want to be. But it's time to discover what life is like without the drama, without the backstabbing, without the victim mode, and etc. If not for these things, what would you focus on? It's time to find out. And like, that hit me for a second, because what I was going through in those last 2 months, it was a lot of drama, a lot of overwhelmingness that will make a person really break down inside. But like, once I got away from it and I was in my own space, still clinging on to that ego and identity that was in union with that energy, that past energy. Once I started breaking down the ego and it started to dissolve and I started to really surrender, I had to ask myself, what would my life look like without all of that? And so much creativity, passion, exploration just started to like fuel my vessel. Like, ooh, music, ooh, art, like, ooh, like, get into the money for real. Get into the money was like the main thing. And mind you, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed right now. So blessed. But we're not even gonna speak on that. Herbs, health, good eats, like 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles energy was really resonating with me for those who went to tarot. And I'm about to show you something. I ended up buying this. I know my little adapter. But I ended up buying me a controller because Shout out to my Uncle Chris. I grew up listening to a lot of house music, a lot of reggae, a lot of shit. I listen to it all. But I just been diving into like exploring music again, like real deep, freaky, weird stuff. And I was just like, ooh, I can make that into something, like, or ooh, this will be a smooth transition to this song. And like, I was seeing a couple of the homies too online doing it, and I was like, wow, like it's just so like fire. And then I've been stacking this guap, so I was just like, might as well like, you know, do a little something for myself. And then it's just so pretty. But you feel what I'm saying? So I explored that question, and I'm gonna repeat it to you again. It's time to discover what life is like without the drama, backstabbing, and victim mode. If not for those things, again, what would you focus on? It's time to find out. Make room for the universe to bring your ideas, creativity, passions to an all-time high. You know? Let go and flow. For real, for real. The previous video before this one, and intro, I got like a stream going. Just go like sit with that. Sit with that if you need that. And so, once we release and surrender the drama, the chaos, the people, places, situation, all that, we let that go because we realize we can't control those people. We cannot heal those people. We played our part. We tried our best, and we move forward. We step into gratitude. And let me tell you, me and gratitude, we locked in like this. Like that's my dog for real. Like, but anyway, gratitude says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. For real. There's an opportunity in everything. Okay? It is time to stop, close your eyes, and become mindful of the incredible gifts the universe has bestowed upon you and offering valuable and unique lessons tailored especially for your soul. So that talks about like some of the things we go through, we need to go through. So we can stop clinging on to certain belief systems, certain like, again, identities, certain behavioral patterns, certain things that just no longer serve us. Again. And once we do let go of those things, our light really begins to shine, really begins to blossom. Our divinity starts to really like take a hold of our reality. Like we just start to live in like truth, clarity, just a beautiful way to live. And I remember I was watching a video of this amazing couple, and they were talking about like, there's always a choice. You got a dark tunnel that's like wet, dark, mud everywhere, it's gross. Then you got a light one with like, you know, a rainbow, waterfall, and stuff like that. You always have a choice. Which one are you gonna go down? And for a minute, I always go down the dark one because I feel like, oh, I need to suffer. Oh, I need to experience this. Or, oh, this would relates to how I feel right now. And like, I always go down that path. And then at some point, I was just like, I'm tired of you because you're not offering me anything valuable. You'll just lead me down another dark tunnel. And I started to choose the rainbow and the flowers and the bees and the waterfall and everything. Guess what? It felt harmonious. It was a good experience. And it made me like analyze the pain and the suffering that I was going through internally and look at it from a more grounded, higher perspective and transmute that energy into something divine. So it's all about which path you want to go down. Like I'm always going to plant a seed of gratitude within everybody. What I'm saying is I don't care of what background you come from, race, religion, none of that. The overall seed we all trying to plant, or that we should be trying to plant, is gratitude. Because it's going to make our lives and the lives around us way better. Gratitude creates a magnetic aura around you that brings an overall sense of health and well-being. It's a transforming effect for the individual and the sacred space around. Like I just said, it genuinely is. Gratitude calls to your consciousness and promotes healing and support towards your goals and success. Gratitude allows you to effortlessly access all realms that most pass by, giving you clarity, insight, wisdom, intuition, etc. Gratitude is a powerful healing tool, not only for the mind, but for the body and the soul as well. And that's another thing I want to talk about in the next video. It's about consciousness and subconsciousness and how you need to bridge the gap. But back to gratitude. It's going to bring about the justice that you really seek. Gratitude over trumps what was. It's the true healing. Nobody can save you. You can only save yourself. And look within yourself to find that tool of gratitude, because it's going to promote so much just love, compassion, acceptance, everything that you was looking for externally. Gratitude is going to give it to you yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And it's been a long video. We already 20 minutes in. I got to edit this. I was trying to make this like a 10-minute video, but I'm going to just leave y'all with that. Surrender and allow gratitude to come in and heal you. Experience that ego death. Let all that was fall away. I guess that's really all I got to say, family. I hope y'all have a lovely, beautiful day. I send love. I send gratitude. I send it all to you, family. And y'all have a beautiful day.